Hopes and dreams are things that are chased by people until they're dying, bro. Hopes could be things they may want to happen in life. Dreams are feelings and sensations that one may want to achieve. One thing that brings both of these things together is either the work one puts in to achieve those hopes and dreams or the things they don't do. That's even if they try at all. It's like going to an amusement park with 30 minutes left to ride one more coaster in the park. On one hand, you have the safe, minimal loop and doable speed from the smaller coaster. On the other hand, you have the huge main attraction, high-speed loops, turns, spins, twists that the whole world wants to ride. You see, the individuals tend to elude the bigger coaster because they're scared of simply approaching it due to its frightening looks. Instead, they go to the smaller, safer coaster, one that might conduct a few thrills here and there but leaves you wanting so much more. In contrast, some cases are more laid out for others. Some receive these great blessings, and it seems like those very hopes and dreams that run away from most are simply given to others. But it is up to the individual to grasp them. Not only grab them, but keep them. To revert back to more concrete references, let's take a look at recently retired quarterback Michael Vick, for example. Vick was by far one of the most physically blessed individuals to grace this earth, let alone the football field. His physical greatness got him to where he was in society. He was beloved, humble, and an individual full of flair that had obtained an amount of success that people only hoped and dreamed of reaching. From high school to his illustrious collegiate career, Vick went uphill slowly, filled with anticipation, but most importantly excitement and fun rather than fear and anxiety. Suddenly he reached the top of the hill. Then came the drop. For some people, they would brace for it. However, in his case, he went down the hill full head of steam with both hands in the air to get the most out of the adrenaline-packed ride he was on. The ride downhill was fine. He seemed to be having more fun by the second, win after win. He even survived the frozen tundra drop 4 that most first-timers could never do. He got a few bumps from taking contact the wrong way from the coaster, but bounced back stronger and stronger every time. Hell, he even had an actual coaster during his coaster ride. But after all that fun downhill riding, a loop came that changed his whole ride. See, Vick had a habit back home, one that diminished his whole career. He thought he was on a roller coaster with people who cared about him. Turns out they were simply in it for the thrill, and they wanted to get off, even if it meant Vick had to be banned from it. It seemed as though Mike Coaster loop was the longest he had ever experienced. See, life is something that's going to hit you with things that can either have two effects. That one thing can ruin you to the point where you can't return, or use that experience to better yourself and work towards getting to the place in society that you once were. For Vick, his first time on a coaster had ended. He went away, gathered himself, and bettered himself. He equipped himself with the things and thoughts he needed to enjoy the coaster and all the problems that came with it the next time around. Second time he rode a coaster, it was the best ride of his life. He took every twist and turn, loop, twist, all types of things that came with it. And when it came to the huge loop at the end, he approached it with joy and was proud of himself for getting past it. Although he never reached the maximum sensation the ride had to offer, I'm sure he had the ride of his life and affected many more lives while doing it than he thought so, and put the mindset that maybe they can ride a similar ride. You see, hopes and dreams are things that people chase forever. However, the values and attributes they gain while on the coaster can prove more beneficial than those hopes and dreams they could never do. Sometimes the ride to your desires may be a bumpy one. However, one shouldn't be scared of their goals due to things that could interfere or put a pause on the travel to get to them.